When you really boil it all down, every single massive AI transformation hinges on one critical financial choice. It's a single decision that honestly shapes everything that comes after, from your profits to your people. Today, we are getting right to that bottom line.
All right, so this is part 8 of our 10-part look at a really comprehensive research report on AI transformation by Virtualization Options LLC. Today's explainer is going to zero in on what is, frankly, the most critical chapter for any business leader, the financial outcomes of two very, very different AI strategies.
So let's just frame the core conflict right here. When you're putting millions of dollars on the table for a huge AI overhaul, where do you place your bet? Do you go after those fast, tangible returns that are going to make the next quarterly report look fantastic? Or do you play the long game, investing in sustainable growth that's, let's be honest, much slower to pay off?
Okay, let's start with a path that is just incredibly tempting for most organizations out there, the shareholder-focused strategy. I mean, on the surface, its appeal is so powerful and immediate. It promises quick, measurable wins.
So, just how quick are we talking about? Just 14 months. That is the typical payback period for this kind of approach. The entire initial investment is paid back in a little over a year. I mean, you can see why that is so incredibly seductive, right?
So let's break down what those numbers actually look like. A typical transformation might kick off with, say, a $5 million investment. And that money is aimed squarely at just one thing: efficiency. And as we just saw, it pays for itself in that remarkably short 14-month window.
So how on earth do they pull this off so fast? Well, the playbook is pretty direct. The main driver is rapid cost reduction, and that often comes from eliminating headcount. AI automates processes, that lowers transaction expenses, and all of this goodness flows directly to the bottom line, which pumps up the operating margins. And you know who loves this kind of clarity? Wall Street.
And this quote from the report just hits the nail on the head. The second a company announces an AI efficiency drive, the stock often gets a nice little bump. Investors absolutely love a clear path to higher profits, and that immediate reward makes this strategy almost irresistible to leadership.
The initial numbers are impressive, there's no doubt about it. But the report really pushes us to ask a crucial question. What does the financial picture look like after that initial sugar rush is over? What happens once you get past those first couple of years?
And this, right here, is where the whole story takes a massive plot twist. The report actually calls it the long-term revenue problem, because the very actions that delivered those brilliant short-term gains, they start to create some serious financial headwinds down the road.
This slide reveals all the hidden costs that start bubbling to the surface. While your profit margins might look great at first, the top line, the actual revenue, starts to suffer. As customer satisfaction drops, guess what? It gets more expensive to acquire new ones. Market share starts slipping away to competitors who focused on experience, and inside the company, a talent drain drives up the costs of recruiting and training.
And this just visualizes that shift in perception perfectly. The same market that cheered on the initial cost-cutting, well, it starts to penalize the company for its weak growth and its now volatile revenue. Analysts start to assign it a lower valuation, and that initial big win starts to look a lot more like a long-term liability.
But okay, that's just one side of the coin. There is another way. It's the patient path, the customer-focused story. This strategy frames AI not as a cost cutter, but as a long-term investment in relationships and ultimately in growth.
And the first thing you're going to notice is the contrast. 36. That's the payback period in months for this approach, a full 3 years. This isn't about quick wins at all. It's about building something that's going to last.
Yeah, the upfront investment here is significantly larger. We're talking around $12 million. And that money isn't just for shiny new technology, it's for developing your workforce, for change management, for building whole new capabilities. It requires what the report calls patient capital.
The logic here is a completely different kind of build. It's step by step. You start by investing in your people and the tech they use to serve customers. That, in turn, leads to better satisfaction and retention. That loyalty then drives real revenue growth. And finally, that top-line growth is what delivers superior and, maybe more importantly, sustainable profit. Now, this is fascinating. If you were to stop the story right here, at the end of year 2, this chart would tell you that the shareholder-focused path was the clear winner, no contest. Their profit margins are way higher because of all that aggressive cost-cutting, while the customer-focused company is still deep in investment mode.
But then, you fast forward to year 5, and bam! The picture completely flips on its head. The customer-focused path is now generating dramatically superior revenue growth, while that efficiency at all costs model has totally stalled out. This is the payoff for all that initial patience.
So, what is the bottom line here? Well, the crucial point the report makes is that it's not just a choice between two strategies, it's a choice between two fundamentally different financial futures. Let's put them right next to each other.
On the left, you've got a model that is driven entirely by cost reduction. Its engine is expanding margins, but its big risk is highly volatile revenue. On the right, you have a model driven by revenue growth. Its engine is expanding the customer base, which creates a much more stable, much less volatile financial profile.
And these financial choices, they translate directly into your place in the market. The shareholder focus makes you a cost leader, sure, but one that is often losing market share and is highly vulnerable to competitors. The customer focus makes you an experienced leader, gaining share and building what's essentially a competitive moat that is very, very difficult for anyone else to cross.
So in the end, the report really leaves us with one powerful question for every single leader out there. Is your AI strategy built for a short, fast sprint that risks burning out before the finish line, or is it built for the marathon, which is the race that truly determines who wins in the end?